Hi, WebbyDiggers here, welcome back to TerraChunks. Today I'm going to give you another tour and the updates I've made to the castle. So without further ado, let's have a look. So I've now created myself a to-do list of what's to finish in the castle before I would say it's fully finished. And these are some of the things that I've got to do. So I'm going to do a raid for some Ravengers and for some pillagers too, maybe for some like defensive guards around the castle. I've got to bring over some villagers so I can trigger the raid, and they'll be coming from the spruce build. I've got to finish the guest rooms in here. I've got to finish the king's bedroom. I've got to hang some pictures, which I've already done, but probably some more on the different floors. I've got to finish the war room's armour, which I can show you what I've done there. I've got all of these builds to do to bring some life to the castle grounds. So I'm going to build a butcher's, a tavern, some homes, a barracks and a church. So it's as if the castle was under siege. You'd have all of this stuff still going on inside. I've got to finish the bridge that I've started to call Trailer's Base. I'm thinking of adding a sewer system under the castle. That would be interesting. And I've got to move this storage somewhere. I don't like it here, and I want to move it somewhere. And I'm thinking I might have a place for it over here. So if I build some stairways down and use some of the space I've got underneath the grand hall here, that might be a good place to store my chests. So this is the kitchen that I built. It's complete with a fridge. And I think if I bring the villagers over, they might just sort of hang out in this area anyway, so it would bring a bit more life down here as well. So that's the kitchen. And let's have a quick look at the dungeon. So I have made some improvements to the dungeon. I did show it in the last video. But now all of the dungeon has an obsidian subfloor, as do the walls. So as you can see through there, there's walls of obsidian behind it. And how I got all that obsidian was actually we've taken down the pillars in the end. We're going to use that for a shopping district, and I helped take down at least 3 of the pillars. So I kept some of the obsidian for this. So the idea is I'll light this portal at some point, and it will move down from where it currently is, which is on top of a mob farm above the castle. The mob farm will come down. I'll take it out, and I'll move the portal to here. So then when my guests arrive, they'll be greeted with a method to call me by the bell or the horn. And if not, the other alternative is to go down this corridor and meet the Ravagers. So they'll be in here, and you'll be able to hopefully dodge them. And if you can get around the Ravagers, as you can see, obsidian everywhere, and obsidian all under this and up the walls as well behind the Blackstone. So this is a Ravager run, and you've got different ways you can try and dodge them. But if you can get round past them, you should be able to come to here. And I've got my friend here who wants to shoot me. But you should be able to come out through that door there, and then you have access to the castle. So I'm back into the castle. I have also built a few more things. I think I've shown the bathhouse before, which is just some baths there. And I've now built a proper little gate access to the outside, so if soldiers of an opposing army managed to go over the wall, they wouldn't get straight in through a hole in the wall. But yeah, so this comes out into my landing area for visitors. Welcome guests. But that is now a defensive entrance. Also have the balcony that you can look out on. So the war room is now mostly complete. I've got these armor stands. I've got them posed in various poses. That one not so much yet, and I've also got the repeated over there, but I've not brought the armor over yet. So once the armor's over, this war room should be complete. There's a completed map of the area now. Again, you can see the castle. That is the spruce build and a pathway down to cool Trailer's Base, where I'm going to build a bridge across there to join us up. Well, one thing to note out the front here now is we switched out the lava in the walls defences. It's now potions. So you get potion of slowness, potion of instant damage, and potions of poison. So if you're not welcome, you're going to get splashed. I've also, if we just fly down quickly, I've also added a moat now all the way around the front of the castle and a drawbridge. Now, I had planned to use armor stands to get a chain going down here, but it just didn't work out. So what I did use is there's a silenced chicken under there on a leash, which then connects up to a fence post in there, and it just gives the effect of like a drawbridge that you can pull up. And I've got to thank JB for help on that. So yeah, that's that. So going back into the castle, excuse me while I run around, and back up, past the bathhouse, past the war room. We will go up and have a look at the guest rooms quickly. So the guest rooms are now at least complete with walls. They all have areas for a bed that I need to put in and a fire. I may switch these out for proper beds just so that we get the villagers, up here and wanting to sleep. Because I think it'll be good if they're sort of like looks like they're being used. And again, we've got another room with access to the fire on the opposite side of the fireplace, and that's just exactly the same mirrored on that side. The back here, I'm not sure what I'm going to decorate this with yet, but we do have two access ladders that go up into the towers, so they'll be blocked off eventually, both of them. And then the last change I really made to the king, oh sorry, this is a mezzanine, what about that? This is a mezzanine, probably be like a community sleeping area, so again more beds, and hopefully the villagers will come up here and make it a bit more lively. I'm planning on having a villager breeder that just sort of like pops up plenty of villagers so that it looks live, and if anything happens to them we can easily replace them. So this is the king's bedroom. You can see I've changed the entrance slightly now so that somebody walking up just doesn't immediately get to stare at the king in his bed. It comes off to the side. I might put some doors there too. And there's the king's bed completed. Again, not a proper bed, but for the effect it doesn't matter. Yep, we've got the wardrobes, so I need to sort of decorate them. But that's it for the king's bedroom. I'm thinking of putting like an access stair up to the loft. Obviously the king can store treasures and stuff somewhere, so maybe he'll have a treasure room up there. But that is yet to come. And apart from that, I believe I've updated the spruce build. So let's go over there and take a look at that. There's nothing really new in the grounds other than the moat to see. And I did add these towers. I think I might have mentioned that in the last video. I added these towers, and that's probably where I could sort of put a pillager, as an extra deterrent for people trying to get over my walls. Right, so that's that. Oh, and yeah, one other thing is some of the other guys came around with some advertising for Space Cat Casino coming soon. So they've made some map art there. It looks really cool, and I'm looking forward to whatever that turns out to be and visiting that. So let's go over to the spruce build. So I've updated this slightly as well to try and give it a little bit more life because it was very empty. If you recall from the previous videos, I just had like one set of table and chairs in there, but now I've got a couple of sets of tables and chairs and various places to sit, and a bar, which again I might try and get a villager behind so it looks like it's used. And another seated area over there. I still need to put some sleeping areas in the manor here. Got plenty of space. Just need to give it a bit more interior decoration. But anyway, that is the tour of the castle and spruce build and the changes. Nothing's changed down here. This is still my villager breeder trade hall. Complete with zombie curing station. Again, I'll cover that in an earlier video. But yeah, so anyway, if you've liked my content and you want to see more, just like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you all again soon. So thanks for watching, and bye for now.